Welcome back to Diecast Fever. Today we're working on a 1984 Pontiac Fiero 2M4, or the hot ones from Hot Wheels. Man, like the Trans Am, I've got stories about these cars. So, back in the day, and when I say in the day, I mean, the late 90s, early 2000s, my buddy and I started collecting these things. And I think between the both of us, we had like 8 or 9. It was, at one point, it was ridiculous. I had an 86 SE as a daily driver. It was silver, looked like this, only had the ground effects. Man, it was great. Both of us, we were all about these things. Fortunately, as some of you may or may not know, they pretty quickly got a bad rap for engine fires. The 1984 model had the Iron Duke 4-cylinder engine only in it. It was before they started putting the V6s, 2.8 V6s in them. And there was a bad batch of them, and bad things happened. Word got out, and man, it had a hard time recovering after that. They only made them through 1988. Word spread pretty quick about the few engine fires that there were, and that was the end of that, unfortunately, like I said, in 88. And man, this was even before the internet, and word got around. So you can imagine, what that would be like today. All right, moment of truth, moment of truth. Super clean. Super clean, super clean. Cool. Glass is in really good shape. Interior is great shape. It's all in great shape. Just needs a refurb. Know what I mean? All right, so after much work, I finally got the paint off. This was really stubborn. This is some paint comes off super easy, some comes off not so easy. I'll tell you what. Let's get creative. I have an idea. Let's take the deck lid off, and let's put a V8 in this thing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I see. There we go. Cool. So we're going to need to make, we're going to drop a V8 in there, and we're going to need to make probably a piece for the back. Let me look into that real quick. Check this out. That is going to be awesome. The question is, do we do it mounted transverse or normal? I don't think it's really. In Fieros, when you do a V8 swap, they always go in transverse like this. But I don't know. For Hot Wheels, it may look cooler this way. So I went on and took off the oil pan and the wheel protectors, the spherical notches that are at each wheel, which I'm assuming are there to protect the wheels, for kids pushing down on it, and I don't want to bend them. The reason is I'm going to put the monoblocks on here, and oftentimes those monoblocks are so small that the thing will bottom out and the wheels won't even touch. So you'll see a lot of those. If you watch any of the other diecast channels, the Indonesian ones, Jakarta and Tole and Aki Aki, people like that, you'll see them do it. Typically, it's on a plastic base. That is much easier to do. They'll sand it down on sandpaper. Let me back this out just a smidge. They'll sand it down on sandpaper to give it a level surface. I did it on, I've done that once before. Let me grab it over here on the Z, which is arguably one of my favorite ones and best jobs I did, and for some reason has the lowest views. If you guys would, go check the video out on this one. Look at this thing. Man, this thing is great. But I did it on this one. You can see where I sanded it down. That's got a plastic base on it. Put you right back there. The metal base ones are a little more involved. Again, I just used the jeweler saw, and it cut right through it like a hot knife through butter. So not much to it. So hopefully it'll give it a lower stance, and additionally it'll let the thing roll. So we got a good roller here. Now it's time to work on the engine bay so that we can fix our V8. Okay, so I'm taking a slightly different route with the engines. Instead of the one that I showed you previously, I'm going to go with this one. The other one was a half engine, and I've opted to go with this one, which is a fuller engine. It'll look good in there. I've already done a test fit. Additionally, I have made some decals to go on there just to give a little splash. So we're going to cut these out real quick and apply them, and let's do an assembly. Okay. All right, we're back from clear coating over the decals, and let's go on. Well, that looks good. Let's go on and do an assembly. Okay. Base is shined up. Got some, put the monoblocks on there. Digging those. Well, all right, guys, there she is. I think she came out pretty nice. Long way from where she started from. Digging the blue. I was liking it a lot. I wanted a little more color on it, so I printed off the red and white stripe decals to put on it up on the hood up front to give it a little more pop or whatever. The monoblock wheels always look good on these things. I painted the interior tan. I don't think I filmed that part. Thought it looked better with the blue than the black, and of course the creme de la creme is that ridiculous engine in the back. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun to make. This is going to look super good on the shelf right above where she is right now with her fellow customized die-cast card. Sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Say hey down in the comments, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, guys, you know the routine. Peace and her grease. Catch you on the next time. Bye-bye.